Hey everyone, this is Gus. Welcome to my new transmission, you say? Well, welcome to my new transmission of concept art from scratch for all Clipstudiopaint for non-manga artists. I have so proud to tell you. Yeah, I came up with that name. So, exactly what I'm gonna do? Well, exactly what are we gonna do in this? You can say like classes. It's pretty much like demos. So we are going to start doing concept art from scratch, from creatures to girls to different poses to different styles to whatever comes to my mind in this day. Now I have an idea. We're gonna do a Thulian. What is a Thulian or Cthulhian? What's a Cthulhian? A Cthulhian or Thulian is a worshipper of Cthulhu or one of that species. So whatever is that thing is gonna be like a blend of human and a mollusk or a octopus. So since we know that the Cthulhu mythos it is about, I hope many of you are like me that they like Lovecrafts. Let's see how the chat right now. So let me see how's my chat. Where's my chat? These are the days when I don't find my chat. Very strange chat bot. Okay, so let me see how my YouTube is. Okay, I have 4 all my channels working. And let's see how my YouTube live streaming is doing right now. It's connected to the software. Okay, I have an excellent connection. Thank you, AT&T. That might be a change. Yeah. So, let me get out of this and go to Pinterest again. So, what exactly I will be doing is creating this creature. So this creature never existed before. It's nothing that I just come up with or something like that. It never existed. Well, actually, it's something that I come up with. Just like 5 minutes ago, I have not much idea what I'm gonna do. But anyway, what we're start doing today, well, I guess today we are going to do some kind of portrait. You can say that. And this portrait is gonna be done in the regular kind of way. First, we're gonna do a sketch, and probably in the next of this, I will do like the inking. But it's not exactly an inking, but it's pretty much like doing a more refined sketch in a line art. But the people that don't know much about line arts and what this is, these steps, go to see my octopus, yeah, from start to finish. It's not like it took me 3 days, but it is probably around 2 to 3 hours to do some kind of that. From the conception that is in your brain to whatever is the reality of this. And I'm gonna change a little my, let's say to my followers, I'm gonna change a little my deliverance to this. Because instead of doing this mornings, because you can see, for the light or the natural light, this is artificial light. I'm gonna start doing this in the nights. Why? Because I like the idea, and it's more quiet, tranquil. Everyone is on the bed, or at least they're just in their home doing something else. But it's not like during the night. I mean during the day, that there is various kind of lights. This is something, just one kind of light is the light that I do, which is the artificial light that I have with my lights. And the other thing that I will do certainly is I will try to do one step at a time. So you will see what is the step about. Instead of doing, oh no, I just start drawing. Oh, boom, boom, boom. I can draw fast. But after that, you see, okay, what he just doing? He never explained anything. This is not the kind of like a teaching or a class, it's pretty much like for you guys, it's gonna be pretty much like go and practice with me. So you watch this, you go there, and you start practicing. Yeah, just practice. You can just draw whatever I'm drawing. At the end of the video, I will put like a panoramic of whatever I'm drawing, so you can just, pause that and take a screenshot and then blow up the screenshot so you have like an idea of what I'm drawing. I encourage you draw that at home. Also, if you have a tablet and you have your tablet and you have one of these notebooks or sketchbook, the regular one, the paper ones, start sketching there. But if you have a TV, you can connect it to YouTube. You have your iPad Pro, which is so far I know is the only one that I can do that you can do that, or the iPad Air, the new one for this year. Well, you're gonna start sketching too. What I'm not doing, I'm not showing you like products or demos. And the only thing that I do products or demos is the things that I have. For example, I can tell you with veracity about the lights that I'm using, of the camera I'm using, because it's something that I'm using. Also, my tablet, this is the brand that I buy, which is the one is here, but that doesn't mean they are paying me a dime to do this. I wish they are, because right now, that's the kind of money that might be good. But anyway, um, we will start this. And for not much shadow, I will start, telling you the process. But before this, let's go to my entry. Hello again. Well, I promise to try to fix out that entry and make this a bit more professional, like artist. But anyway, so right now we have one thing we need actually, and is Pure. PureRef is a program. PureRef, you are not watching my face right now, but PureRef is something that you can go and download from pureref.com. Just put PureRef, which is P-U-R-E-R-E-F, which is pure reference or something like that. I guess they came up with that name about that. So you can just use PureRef to do this references. You can have faces, creatures, poses, ideas. You can make your own mood board here, so you know what you're gonna do. You know about the muscles, you know about this kind of style, or this style, or these references, or these more references. This is the last one that I did. So you can use PureRef for this, for whatever. Pretty much is for our artists. So the PureRef is a program that you mainly need. The other program is a web browser, and it's something that I love so much. Is you're gonna see in this area actually is Pinterest. Pinterest. Go Pinterest.com. You can see whatever the pictures about creatures or about whatever in there. Also, your friend Google, Mr. Google. Mr. Google can help you out to find whatever you are looking for. That is a good thing about this. And you can go from, from nice pictures to trying to find out. Oh, I like these guys. You can just put it in the PureRef, and they will work beautiful in there. This little fella too. So you will have an idea. For example, this guy made here these collections or all the tentacles of the octopus are. So you can just start doing whatever you want. So this is how our friend Pinterest can help us out. This is a great tool for artists. Puree for Pinterest. Also your sketchbook. You can use whatever sketchbook you want. You can use whatever pencil you need. So you don't need that Wacom. You don't need an XP pen right now in this stage. Just for to do the fine movements in your hand. You can do your exercises with a $5 sketchbook. That's it. It's the only thing you need. $2 a $2 pencil. You can go for the or 04. It's pretty nice. It's pretty reliable. And then so off. Or you can just spend like $6 or $7, and you can have a you know the little box with a bunch of sketch pencils. That is also not that much. So you invest like what, $10, and you start doing your sketches, and you start learning. That is the thing that is important to this, the learning process. So without more further ado, let's go to the party. Let's go to the drawing. So I'm gonna start doing this drawing. Let me create, well, A4. So let me go to this guy here. I'm gonna use this face. Yeah, like this face. So I'm gonna use this face, and let me put my restring. Yeah. Okay, please, to anyone who is watching me right now, please drop me a question, whatever you have in mind, and I promise I will try to answer that. Okay, I will try to answer that online too. That means I can watch my chat window here, so I can easily kind of help you out with that. Also, I can move my chat to this place to restream. So let's start doing this. And first, we need like a pencil. Let's do the real pencil. The good thing about the tablets nowadays and today is that it doesn't matter the this kind of the program of the tablet. It doesn't matter the processor of the tablet. I mean, it doesn't matter who is the manufacturer, but because it can be XP Pen, it can be Wacom, it can be Huion. Mine is an XP Pen. Many programs, they call it the app or the drivers. So what are those app drivers? The good thing is they can just work with multiple programs. So you can use this. This is called the what is this called? This is the Express keys. You can use Express keys in many programs. Turns out that Photoshop and these guys, Clipstudiopaint, they have the same, pretty much the same kind of express keys. They have the same keys in the keyboard, so you can do the brushes. You can do the zoom in, zoom out, pretty much easy in them because they're sharing this kind of compatibility. They are compatible one to each other. About the keys and about that kind of stuff. Krita in the other extreme has like one that is not is not compatible with the kind of express keys that you can use with Photoshop. But you can go to the app and you just add the program Krita, and you put whatever that comes with Krita. And when you just turn on Krita, it will work only on Krita. How cool is that? That's a good thing. And the other, this is something I will never get tired to mention. Since the latest upgrade in the Clear Studio Paint history, we are right now able to put the new, well, not new, they are all old, but we are able to put and install Photoshop brushes in Clear Studio Paint, which is a great advantage. Hey guys from Celsius, you Japanese guys, domo, domo arigato gozaimasu. Thank you. Thank you so much. So for us, it's a great thing because turns out the uh, the brushes on Clipstudiopaint Paint are not the kind of brushes that I like too much because these many brushes are pretty much for mangaka. I'm not a mangaka, so what can I do with that? So anyway, it's a great thing because there are many like Dave Greco, like Margaret, like this guy from Evanams, and was he Metal Dory, all of them, of even the guys. What's the name of the brushes? I have the brushes here. Let me see. Oh yeah, the Harme, the Harme or the Harm. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's German. It's the Harme. So this guy, he has brushes. He has brushes all over, DeviantArt. So you can just have nice, very cool professional brushes all over there. Also, you can just buy brushes for Photoshop. Turns out they also work in Clipstudiopaint, and the difference between Clipstudiopaint and Photoshop is that you just buy one license and for 60 bucks in regular price. But good thing is sometimes pretty much like 4 times per year they are like 50% off. So you can just go and buy it for 30 bucks and you can just go and upload your brushes, the brushes that you like so much, upload there. And let me tell you something, the last art that I did with this with you guys at the online, which was my Octopusian, the latest art that I did, I did it actually with the Click Studio paint brushes. Ain't that cool? Pretty cool actually. So let's start. Let's go to the cream. Right now we have the head, and also I need this. We got the head and this. So we got the head and the head. So we have there. This is the direction. Direction goes top to bottom, goes like this. This is the direction. So we have this. The center is like this. So zooming. This is the let me tell you something. I'm not doing a portrait. I'm using this face to base on, which is a reference. It's not a portrait because I'm not that good at portraits actually. So yeah, let me put this and this so we know where's the direction of this. 1, 2, 3. Actually, not here. It's like here. Yeah. This is the place for the eyes. Let me get rid of this. We are gonna be confused all the time.
Yeah, this eyes looks like surreal because they are surreal. They are super big. She has some big eyes. I don't know if this is the pose she is in, or this is actually this. This is the only other thing that you can do doing, digital art. You can go here and you can just make this a little. It's not. See, I need it bigger. So yeah, so you can just go in here and Control D, like any single program that probably you know about that. So you can just use it. But the nice thing about this is I'm not going to use probably a nose, but my idea is now, yeah, this is my idea actually. So let me do this a little more. Yeah, I need this idea.
So what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to do the bending of the tentacles, because the tentacles in the octopus, let me tell you, an octopus is not like this, okay? It's not something rigid like so we cannot bend our arms. It's impossible for us because we have a skeleton. Octopus, they don't have a skeleton, so the tentacles are pretty much like a fabric. They are so flexible. It's like if you have a like a stripe of meat, you can just bend it or whatever you want it, because the muscles are super bendable. They are just muscle. They don't have nothing that just putting in the place. So in the try to put it in some shape. That is a good thing about the cool thing about the octopus. The octopus, an octopus probably this size can get inside a bottle probably this big, not much, and they can just like super easy there. Actually, in the wild, the octopus they live in caves, in small caves that you can just find in the coral reefs. So yeah,
The, that's the good thing about this is you have to know certain rules for because those rules will, let's say, capacitate you to do the things the way they are. So you can just do this in order to achieve more, well, you can say realism or a more credibility after you are doing this kind of art. And besides, the octopus, they have
the tentacles are very elongated. They are not like a big, bulky, like a kind of like a sausage that comes out. Yeah, it's not a good analogy, but anyway, they are not like that. The tentacles on the octopus are not like that. Pretty much the small tentacles are pretty much in the squid family. They have small tentacles, not all the squid, but pretty much all the squid. They have. This is the sea size. The tentacles of the squid are probably this big from the eyes to whatever the end of the tentacle is, something like that. But with an octopus, it can go from my head to actually my knees, and I'm 175 meters. So yeah,
is something that you can have in your mind when you are creating these creatures and try to creating a creature that is, you know, more credible and more appealing. So the guys that are, let's say, the guys that are outside and are like, by the book, they say, well, yeah, that looks like an octopus tentacles you know, will behave in real life. Okay, you have the tentacle. And I want some sort of like a coffee or something. And I go back again to this place, my favorite place, called here, and I'll look for something from Holbein. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, this is a portrait of Jane Seymour by Hans Holbein.
who is Holbein anyway? Well, let me tell you something about Holbein. Holbein or Hans Holbein was or Holbein. It depends how you pronounce it because I'm not from the Netherlands, so if I may pronounce the last name of Hans Holbein, well, I'm so sorry. I can apologize, in advance. But this guy was a painter during the Cinquecento, we can say 1500s. He was pretty much occupied doing the portraits of the infamous Henry VIII and his wives. Yeah, he made a portrait from Anne Boleyn, from Jane Seymour, from the I know Anne Boleyn now. He didn't from Anne Boleyn, but he did for Anne of Cleves and Jane Seymour. He did the portraits from Francis of England. I mean from King Francis from France. So yeah, he did a lot of these things. And this is the one of Cleves. And I want to have this kind of coffeeas. Coffeeas is this kind of like a hat or something that the women used at that time. That I found it particularly interesting. You know, otherwise. That is another cool thing that you have to learn about being a concept artist. You cannot be a concept artist with zero information in your head. You ought to love history, archaeology, paleontology, whatever. You have to know how a dinosaur knows, or at least how can you find a decent dinosaur picture if you want to use something for your, let's say, for your references. If you're an illustrator as me, you are navigating a lot of times on references. So let me show you something. This is the reference. I'm gonna read it again. This is the reference that I did for the reference that I did for a client. So yeah, let me show you how many references I have. So these are the references. We are navigating in the references right now. See, all of the references. This is about a children book that I was doing, and I need every single reference to do poses, clothes, ideas, kitchens, pets, angles. Everything I need is here. So this is pretty much a mood board, and also it's not only a mood board, but it's the I'll save because I'm not using this. This is not only a mood board, but it's only whatever I was using. So pretty much is this. When you are doing illustration, they can pay you good. They can pay you something ranging $300 or $3,000. But whatever you're doing for that kind of money, you need to put some study. You need to put some homework. You don't need to go and just, oh, I just had this in my brain and I will start. No, in my case, I have this in my brain, yes, but I will start doing also some kind of stuff too. So let's go to Jane Seymour because I like this from Jane Seymour. Where is Jane? Jane. So I need her coffee. Yeah, I just need to have this here.
Sometimes I feel that these women were like a bald or something. They just shave their head or something like that because it doesn't look like, this kind of. So yeah, you have to draw every single part of your design. You cannot leave anything or something to the hazard, to the random stuff. Why not? Because you don't know how it's gonna look. But you need to know something about how the fabrics behave. Other thing is
You need classes about how the fabric and how the clothes they just wrap around human body. You just have to observation. Just go Google, just go and start sketching. Sketching a bunch of people. Try to sketch a bunch of people in a cafeteria, trying to people not to see that you are a weirdo or something. But just sketch there while you are watching your tablet or while you're going to the Starbucks and you're sketching girls, guys, or whatever. It doesn't matter. Just start sketching. Try to see how the clothes, how they behave, how they how they just bend and walk around the body, what the wrinkles are, what is the direction of the wrinkles. So the next time you can just go and try to do something by yourself. For example, we don't know this, but we know that this has this pattern here. This pattern is something that goes this way, this way. You can just invent patterns. Show you later how to do these things later on. So the other thing is, oh yeah, I want this to be a little taller. Yeah, because it's here. Just go and start, doing the rest. And let me see the rest on uncleavers.
see. The face weird. Yes. Ah, wait. Hmm. Let me see the face of the sushi. Okay, let me see now the octopus because I need a little more texture. I'm gonna use this guy for texture. This guy for texture is so cool. What is texture about? Well, this is what I'm gonna use when I have to paint my little fella. Now I know that these tentacles are this. So let me see this. Yeah, we need some more. There, maybe not. Okay, let's do some shadows in the clothes. Emotion is kind of coffee or whatever this thing is. Let me see this. Oh,
Okay, this is pretty much my idea. This is, I'm gonna call her the girl with the tentacles in the mouth. I don't know. She's a Tulian or Cutulian. This is the proof that the Cutulian were present in human history. This was done by Vermeer. That was the last Vermeer. First he did the go the for in the ear. I mean the for earring, and then he did that, but he died. That's a joke. But anyway, this is my portrait character. This is something I did. I'm gonna do some portrait characters. Why? Because they are easier. They're just, they are so enriched because we do like the expression in the eyes. We can vary the expression from surprise to terror to anger to suspicion to this. The Cleves. I guess this is, oh no, Jane Seymour. That looks like she's so peaceful knowing that her husband was the infamous murderer of all England. He not only killed the whites, he killed a bunch of other people too. And pretty much anywhere that was against his rule, he said, "Hey, Henry, I might think you are wrong." They had it probably in the next 4 hours or something like that. But anyway, this is what you can do. You use um, your talent, you use a bunch of references, and you use your knowledge of history. And whatever you want to use there, just be sure that is something that you can, something you can enrich the figure with. It's not like doing art for the sake of art. Well, actually, this is doing art for the sake of art. Nobody has been for that. But it's pretty much this. So let me get back to my main. So for now on, I'm going to start, transmitting pretty much around 7 p.m. So 7 p.m. Eastern time, because this is Eastern. This is Eastern time. And well, I hope you have liked it, my Julian, and I hope you have, learned something. I hope. Um, I'm trying to do this as not as fun as I can, but pretty much as something more explainable for you as I can. That means something that was, you know, when you are a concept artist, you ought to be fast. They don't pay you to be slow. They pay you to be fast and accurate. So now I'm giving you the step by step, and we are going to revising it step by step in all the creation. This is pretty much something out from the scratch. We will start from the scratch. It's not something that I just started, just sketching, and then there's a voicing up, and there is like 1,000 of the speed. No, so 1,000 of the speed, 1,000 times the speed. No, this is gonna be a real time. So yes, I hope you like it, guys, and I hope you take some advantage of this. Well, anyway, and the other thing that I would like to do before saying bye for today is go to my channel and subscribe. It's the smallest thing that I can just ask. Just go and click that button that says subscribe and just subscribe, guys. You are doing a great favor for me. Actually, because I want to monetize my videos sometime. I don't know. And the other thing is commissions are open. You know my style. You have seen my style all the time. So commissions are open for professional, commissions like pretty much like illustrations from products to book covers. Just drop me a message. Drop me a message. I have Instagram. I have Twitter. I have ArtStation. I have Facebook. I have two Facebook, actually, one from Gas Dueñas, which is my personal Facebook. You have to be my friend there to drop me a message, but I also have the Art of Gas Dueñas, which is my public Facebook. It's my artist Facebook. You can just go there and drop me a message also in my Twitter, also in my Instagram, and also in my Facebook. And also in YouTube, you can just drop me a message, just drop me a chat. And anyway, I have no problem. And please subscribe. It's just the smallest thing for you to do today. Just go and click just like 2 seconds of your time, but this means a lot for me. And actually, if you are an artist and you want to start doing digital art, there are many ways to do it. One of the ways is using a display tablet like this one, which is an XP Pen, hence the glove. And also there is another brands like Huion, like Parlo, like Artisu, Wacom, the same Wacom. I'm gonna buy me a Wacom this part of the year. Not sure when, but I will. Not because I want to be a smart defense event and tell, oh, I have a weapon, No. Because I just recognize that weapon is way better than some things. Yeah, they do things greatly. I mean, they they display tablets are. I mean, the tablets are because I started doing digital art with a Wacom actually, with a graphite Wacom. Then I just go to the bamboo and the graphite I change it after like 7 to 8 years. And the bamboo I just get rid of that after pretty much the same amount of time. So that is the durability of the Wacom products. They are just built to last a lot. They are built to last. So yeah, that looks like Duralast. Duralast, the slogan for Duralast batteries. Yeah, probably I've seen many commercials already. YouTube. I don't use much of the TV or cable. I just use YouTube on streaming services. Well, anyway, so subscribe. Second thing, if you want to support this artist, there is a donation button in this channel. You can just use it. It's a PayPal, whatever the amount you think is good, just do it. I will appreciate that. Also, if you want to buy me a coffee, you can buy me a coffee. Go to www.ko-fi.com/Las and just buy me a coffee. You can just help me out. And also, remember, commissions are open. I still have commission. I'm just finishing 2 books, so I'm just pretty much open right now. I'm just watching whatever it happens. So that's cool. And also remember, always be just to yourself. It doesn't matter that you can just draw like that, like Holbein right now, but in the future you will do it. It takes a lot of transpiration. Picasso said one time, and the same Picasso said that he never said that. Anyway, this saying from Picasso said, the art is made about 1% of inspiration and 99% of transpiration. Yeah, it's a hard work, but this is something that you can do. So if you love this and you are pretty much in love with art as me, you can just go and do it. And I encourage you guys, go and do it. You just can buy, for example, sketchbooks, a bunch of them. It's just $5. God, God's sake, it's just $5. Yeah. You see, the Whopper, they cost more. And the Whopper, you just 3 or 4 bites and bye bye. But the sketchbooks is still there. So you can just revise what you did last year versus what you're just doing this year. So you can just start there. And also, there is a bunch right now. There is some of references, some of tools outside from artists. For example, like in Domestica, you can just learn how to do concept art. There is also Udemy.com. I have many courses on Udemy.com, and they teach you also how to do concept art and how to do digital art. And there is also like a paintable.com, and you can do those too. But anyway, whatever you're doing, just think that to you. You can just go and do it. And thank you so much for this. And don't forget to subscribe.